What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new episode of your favorite show, the very, very toxic Smarty Reacts. I'm your host, Baby Boy, aka La Hot, whom you can find on all social media platforms at Smarty237. And when I say find, when you get there, you find me, please click on the follow button. You know, I don't need to teach you guys everything. If this is your first time joining us here on Smarty Reacts, we dive into everything that is making entertainment headlines predominantly in Cameroon. But once in a while, because of 80/20, we dive into foreign content. So please click on the subscribe button below so you get notified each time we post new content on this channel, and leave a like and drop a comment as you watch to tell us what you think so that YouTube can recommend this video to other users. Grab a snack, grab a drink, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
I came fresher than ice. Toi-même tu know more life, mon frère.
Welcome back, guys. First things first, please take a second to appreciate this beauty right here. You know, I look good, don't I? It's the grace of God. I'm playing, but you know, I have been away for a long time because it's been hectic, you know, from one thing to another. But in terms of priorities, the most important thing that has kept me away for such a long time is the release of my new single entitled Grace. Yay! It talks about the importance of the prayers that our moms pray for us in our lives, and also how everything that we are is thanks to God's grace, and definitely this hustle will pay. So Grace is available on all streaming platforms. Make sure you check it out and let me know in the comments what you think. Do you love the song? Do you think I should have done something else? What do you think? As I ever blast upcoming artists, then so me one me said don't become upcoming artists. But release music hard though. Hey, now wow. Like you're begging people, please share. They're like, I will, and they do not share. How many friends do I have in this music industry? How many people have I supported and continually support? Show up for their events, share their songs, tell my friends that, hey, this is an amazing artist. And when it comes to my turn, these people are mute, you know. Whenever I show up, they tell everybody that I'm amazing and I'm talented. That's until I put out a song. When I really need people to be like, hey, this guy has just put out a song, nobody does that. Some of them pretentiously go and post on their WhatsApp status instead of using your platforms and your pages to tell your fans that, hey, this guy that I told you that does amazing work has put out a song. They will not do that. Cameroonians will not do that. And they turn around and complain about how nobody supports them. You know, I'm happy that I took the bold step to put out the song. And in that song, I talk about how the grace of God covers me. And I noticed that it is not a lie, because recently two of my enemies were fighting on this Beyonce's internet once more. And I was like, yes, I don't need to argue anymore. You should just go against each other. And I'm talking about none other than darling Lyonga and Tilla the hot. Tilla! Woo! Long story short, Tilla went on Beyonce's internet and was giving darling Lyonga unwarranted advice. And darling Lyonga, who is very hot-tempered, felt attacked and also gave a rebuttal that was very, very damaging, not only to Tilla, but because she has had tribalistic motives in the past. Bamenda, people were like, hey, I beg, if you want Coach Tilla. No they say don't go back for that village, Bamenda, because Bamenda is not a village, and do not do that, don't ever do that in your life. You know, so they went back and forth. And Tilla was like, hey, me godmother, don't come back for Bonaberi. I don't think someone meet up for Santa Lucia Bonaberi. I don't think someone will take things with the streets. I'm the godmother for the streets. I don't give you location. I'm like, why? Hello? People still wake up now like this and go and fight in the streets. So we did everything like this to work hard, to become successful, to look as good as we do, to go and be fighting on the streets. And then where again, Bonaberi? No shade to Bonaberi people, but I only go there for business. Even fun, I don't go to Bonaberi for fun. Thomas are going to go and stand in front of Santa Lucia and be fighting. Hey, it's like, hey, God, I beg. I really do not care for either of them. But in this particular case, Tilla provoked darling Lyonga for no reason. You know, somebody cannot come online and is talking about how she needs people to work with, and you're saying that these are the results of depending on male sponsors. That's from nowhere. Get a side hustle. Because you're selling Fufcon and Jama at back market, Bamenda. Just relax. God spared your life. Don't do that, baby. Do not do that. Tilla used the buzz that she gained during this period to put out a new song. Congratulations to her. And I listened to the song and I must tell you this for free. Tilla's new song is a combination of bottle dance, depression, and garbage. Go check it out. Listen, wow. It's available everywhere. Listen to it. And the most important thing is she looked happy in the video. You could see her child in the music video, which was directed by her directorial debut, I guess. And she looks really happy. But music, bro, Tilla music. But as long as it makes her happy, as long as she's not depressed and begging for money on the internet or trying to take away her life, we love to see it. Congratulations, Tilla. And as for darling Lyonga, keep doing what you're doing, man. Week in, week out, I was being invited to music projects releases. But before I talk about that, I just want to congratulate a host of artists who have taken 2023 very seriously and decided to do the thing that I've always complained about, which is put out bodies of work. A big shout out to Yolanda Mama Makosa, who put out her EP entitled Make It Mama Makosa. Was invited for the listening party and she did really amazing. For me personally, that is hands down my personal favorite project for 2023. I'm being completely honest, without bias. On that EP, there is the hit song Mumari, which I'm going to talk about very soon. There's also the very amazing Remember Yourself. There is International featuring Teddy Beats, who produced 3 tracks on the EP. It's a beautiful EP available on all streaming platforms. As of the recording of this video, it has already garnered 100,000 streams on Boomplay alone. And the video of Mumari stars none other than Coco Emilia. Guys, Yolanda came stepping on next. Coco Emilia has been approached multiple times to appear in music videos, but she turned all of them down. Pick an artist. She turned all of them down, and Mama Makosa, Yolanda just came in like that, and boom. And it was a right fit for her because Mumari talks about domestic violence, and she played her role perfectly. The music video was directed by Dr. Ken Stevens of CBE, and they did an amazing job. This is literally one of my favorite projects of 2023. Congratulations to Yolanda, congratulations to Teddy Beats, Ken Stevens, and everybody who worked on the project Mama Makosa. Like I said, it's my favorite music project of 2023. I also attended the listening party of Elisha K, the new signee under Akumba Music Records, Home to Renew. He put out his Days of Elisha Episode 1 EP, and it was an amazing experience to be there alongside other industry stakeholders like Oken and Hens to celebrate this young, thriving Afrobeat new generation artist from Cameroon. The EP is also very beautiful. It has featurings from Renew and also Hens. The song with Hens is my favorite song of the project. We had a good time. Nomad was there. Wazi was there. A lot of bloggers like Benoit, Fon Felix, Zamani's blog, and Fonwell were all there to celebrate this amazing artist. And his EP is really good. Please, guys, take out time to check out this EP. Jovi, the legendary rap icon who has been doing music in this country for over 12 years with 10 EPs and 5 albums, put out his new album 2035. There was a listening party in Douala and one in Yaoundé. The album was released exclusively for 25,000 francs, then 15, and then it was available on all streaming platforms. 2035 is a very rich album as usual. I mean, you cannot expect less from Jovi, but one thing that I noticed is how close to his audience and his fans he decided to be with this project. He decided to work with a new management company, and it's a bunch of young dynamic people, and I just really love to see this coming from Jovi. He's showing the right example for how urban music artists should flow. I also was aware of the release of Askia's new EP. I am proud of her. With everything that she's gone through, she decided to finally reveal her first body of work under Lion Productions, which has rebranded to Lion's Music. That should be noted. So this is Asia's first body of work on the record label. Mr. Lee also put out this single entitled Chop Life, which I really loved. And this has been a season of artists putting out bodies of work, and I'm really impressed with what they are doing, and congratulations to each and every one of them. Stanley Enow and Kosi have both had Grammy considerations for their projects. Kosi had considerations in 3 categories, and Stanley Enow had a consideration for Takeover. It should be noted that a consideration is not a nomination. And I really get tired every time trying to explain simple things to Cameroonians because they choose not to learn. So basically, the Grammy Awards, to get a nomination, there's a panel, a bunch of voters that decide if you're eligible for a nomination. So first of all, record labels and artists submit to be considered. So if you submit, they go through the project, it's some sort of a pre-selection, they can accept or they reject it. Now, once it's accepted for consideration, what that means is these are the accepted songs that are going to go to the next stage for them now to sort out and pick out who is going to be nominated for the Grammys. Because I saw blogs, even prestigious platforms like Mimimifo saying that Kosi has been nominated for the Grammy Awards. No, baby. No. Don't do that. It's still a big deal because it shows that you're eligible for a nomination. It's a big deal. I honestly do not think that they are going to grab a nomination. And that's not because their bodies of work are not good enough. I just feel like in comparison to how much competition there is for categories that are streamlined down to African artists, it's going to be very tough for Cameroonians to get there. But the fact that they're having considerations is a good thing because that exposes not just their catalog to other people, but exposes Cameroon and all its urban acts for possible considerations and why not nominations in the future. This is a big deal for Stanley Enow and Kosi, and I'm so proud of them. They've put in the work, especially Kosi, and they're reaping the fruits of their labor. Congratulations to them both. November is fast approaching, which is, by the way, the month where I was born. I'm a Sagittarius, so I really cannot wait for the month of November. When I'm on me, I keep up with the glow. Maybe you cannot die for Douala. Maybe you cannot die for Douala. Make I be able to entertain one. So my birthday is coming up. But the reason why I'm excited is because November, December, these 2 last months are very important for the entertainment sector. But November, especially for the music festivals. There is the Douala Music Art Festival, DOMAF, which takes place every year in the month of November and is not going to miss this year. The Douala Music Art Festival is going to run from the 15th to the 19th of November here in Douala, of course. But this year they have done something different. There are going to be performances at the Carrefour Market Esplanade, which happens every year, of course, but there are other locations. Visit their social media pages to check out these titles. I'm also very excited for the Cameroon International Music Festival, which will be having its 2nd edition also in November in Boya. I want to talk a little bit about the Cameroon International Music Festival, CIMFest. Some people call it the CAMIF for music. The first edition took place a couple of years back, and this 2nd edition, they have handed things over to Prince Michael Enobi as the president of the board, and he's going to make a lot of changes, and it's very important for artists, supporters, fans to mobilize and support this important music festival. It's a Cameroonian music festival, which means that it involves all Cameroonians, but it is sprouting from the English-speaking region of Boya. It's going to take place in Boya. There are going to be concerts and performances at the Moliko Stadium. But on the 18th is the award ceremony. And that is what I'm most excited for because the nomination list this year did not disappoint. But also, they left the nomination process to the public. So nominees were selected from the public's nomination. So it's a People's Choice Award, and we had nominees spread across different categories, but both from the English-speaking and the French-speaking population. So I'm really excited to see what this second edition of Synfest is going to put on the table. It's going to run in Boya from the 12th through the 18th of November 2023 in Boya. There are going to be workshops, there are going to be concerts, and then the award ceremony on the 18th. I'm going to be in Boya for the award ceremony, so visit their social media platforms and vote for your favorite artist. Once you vote for your favorite artist, you stand a chance to win a lot of gadgets like phones, laptops, and why not a trip to Dubai. So visit their social media platforms for more information and vote for your favorite artist. Another reason why I mentioned that I was busy earlier on is because I was also invited for a press conference of a very new concept that will be taking place here in Douala in the month of December. And this concept is called Mix and Fit. Imagine trying to work out and be fit in an area that is like a nightclub that has or pulls together about 1,000 people. Well, that is Mix and Fit, which will be taking place in the month of December, from the 15th to the 23rd of December 2023 at the Douala Grand Mall. So basically, the Mix and Fit concept is really simple. It's working out, different forms of workouts by 3 different coaches, and at the same time, DJs that are going to incorporate these workout routines with songs that are well suited for that. It's going to be the first time that we have something like this in Douala, and I think in Cameroon, and I'm really excited for this first edition. In terms of participation, you need to register. It is 35,000 francs for the 9 days, the complete package, or 5,000 francs a day. You can come with your family, but it is open for adults 18 and older. If you want to come with your family and your children, you need to make sure that there's an adult there that's going to register these children and they're not coming alone, because if a child is coming alone below 18, they're not going to be accepted there. So visit their social media platforms, Mix and Fit, for more important details. So last on my plate, something very, very toxic is we have LGBTQ. Wow. So, as you know, Shakiro traveled to Belgium, I think at the start of the year, if I'm not mistaken, and she has been living her life there as a transgender, living her life in peace and perfect tranquility. Those of you who are familiar with Shakiro are obviously familiar with the makeup artist Lyrus, who has been Shakiro's arch enemy for a long time. So less than a couple of months ago, Lyrus traveled to France and came out as a transgender female. So she has been in France, living her life, doing her makeup, doing her tours, and living a beautiful life. That's until Shakiro decided to do a video insulting her, clashing her, calling her names, and all of those type of things. And Lyrus responded, saying that she has nothing to do with Shakiro. She used a normal route to get to France, unlike Shakiro, who had to file for asylum and talk about how she was maltreated in Cameroon and all of those things, So she said that she's not fighting Shakiro. She's just here to tell people that they are not friends. They are never going to be friends. Patati, patata. And me, who runs a YouTube show, I was like, yes, I see something very, very toxic on the internet that I can talk about. But if I have to opine on this, Shakiro is a very smart person. Shakiro went to Sacred Heart College, Douala. Thinking about that, Sacred Heart College has a female ex-student. Okay, these are not things that we joke about, but yeah, Shakiro is really smart, and Shakiro went through a lot. Shakiro is some sort of pace setter or trend setter for the LGBTQ community abroad, where she is in Belgium, But one thing about Shakiro is Shakiro was just polemique, comedy, mama, pas de lolette, and all of that stuff. But there was never really any form of talent that she exhibited. Unlike Lyrus, who is an entrepreneur, a makeup artist, very, very, very exceptionally great at her job as a makeup artist. And that is one thing that Lyrus mentioned when she was talking about why they don't seem to get along, and the reason why she can never have a problem or clash Shakiro is because they are cut from two different cloth. And it was just really entertaining to see, but I feel like both of them have lost their notoriety here in Cameroon. Cameroonians are really worried about other things right now. They don't really care about them like that. But congratulations to Lyrus for traveling to France and being able to live her life in a place where there's not going to be drama and all of that stuff, So I'm really, really happy for her. Congratulations to her. So Shakiro, keep being you, my dear. We love to see it. Of course, like I mentioned at the start of this episode, we dive into everything that is making headlines in Cameroon, but once in a while, we touch on foreign content. And where else to start with foreign content than our beautiful neighbors, Nigeria, where there's before Big Brother Nigeria fans. There's a name I've been saying on the internet. The name is Phyna or it's Phyna. I don't know. So apparently what happened was there's a tweet that said, imagine standing Phyna. It's really just weird, So if somebody says that they are standing Phyna, it just makes me feel like they're not okay. And Davido liked the tweet. Somebody made that tweet and Davido liked the tweet. So the tweet appeared under Davido's likes on Twitter. I don't know if Phyna herself saw it or somebody saw it and screenshotted and sent to her, but then she made a tweet saying that Davido, waiting I do you. Davido responds saying that, well, Phyna, I do not know you. That was an honest mistake. And hey, Nigeria internet divided into 7. Because people are like, why would David say he doesn't know Phyna? Why? Phyna stands came and they're like, my God, this girl won a TV reality show. Why don't you know her? And in my mind, I'm like, do y'all know who Davido is? Hey, God, I beg. Do you people know who David Adeleke is? Why got the... So, the people that Davido knows, the people that he moves with, the people that he interacts with, it's very possible that he does not know who Phyna is. I do not know who Phyna is. And people are talking about Big Brother Nigeria in my ears day in, day out. I don't hear name the like Pere. If it's not the Mercies or who's this other beautiful girl, Tasha, I love Tasha so much. If it's not the Mercies or the Tashas, I really do not know or care for the other Big Brother Nigeria people like that. I don't really know. Mercy, Tasha were really names that were popping. Phyna, I don't know me. I don't know. And at this entertainment industry, I don't know me Phyna. So to be entitled into thinking that people know you up until catching the whole case, because Phyna later on went online, did a live video, said that they're bullying her because, everybody's a king in their castle, but, even if Davido does not know her, Jesus knows her. And I'm like, you're going live and crying because David Adeleke said that he does not know you. And your fans, delusional enough, have made you become delusional too, into assuming that because you won a reality TV show, everybody's supposed to know you. What is wrong with people? I'm guessing she's a Gen Z because this is typical Gen Z behavior, or a millennial that associates with Gen Z people, because it's like, when they just depressed over things that are not important. They are not important. But anyhow, this too shall pass. And I'm going to end with news that is really not too great. Popular Nigerian movie legend John Okafor, aka Mr. Igbo, is critically sick and has been under the weather for close to a month right now. And whatever it is that he is going through is so difficult that he might lose his leg. That's what he said in a viral video that has been circulating online. And a lot of Nigerians were surprised that he had to do a video to ask for help. But reports coming in show that Davido and one of the P-Squares, I don't want to call the wrong one, have decided to help him, probably, I think, to fly him out of the country or whatever it is to make sure that his treatment goes smoothly. But a bunch of Nigerians were really mad because Mr. Igbo is part of the Nigerian Actors Guild, and the Nigerian Actors Guild should be responsible for making sure that members of their guild should be taken care of, especially in their times of distress, especially concerning health issues. So a bunch of Nigerian celebrities and fans alike dragged the Nigerian Actors Guild to the point where they had to respond. So they did a press release through their communications head or their spokesperson to say that all of the work that they do when it concerns aiding members of their guild always goes on the wraps. It's never done publicly. And for me, I understand why they did the press release, because it was already almost damaging their reputation, like their communications expert said. But in my mind, I'm like, guy, a lot of people help without necessarily opening their mouth and shouting. These are things that can be done behind closed doors, you know, using the right channels. I don't feel like Mr. Ibu, with everything that he has done for Nigerians and Nigerian movie industry as a whole, you know, will go or will be in a type of need like this and Nigerians don't show up for him. It's almost impossible. But at the same time, we should not be entitled to people's help. People are going through lots in different forms, shapes, and sizes. We cannot really just assume that people should just jump up and start saving you. But one thing I love about Nigerians is the fact that they are very vocal. Even though sometimes they're talking rubbish, talking trash. But if you hug them for they will come online and speak about it until a solution is found. I did not talk about the death of Mohbad. Investigations are still going on as to what caused his death. Really cannot wait to find out what happened to Mohbad and how we can avoid situations like this in the future, scuffles between artists and record labels. And I also want to wish a quick recovery to Mr. John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, because he made our childhood. You know, we love him and we are sending our prayers and our love and support to him and his family during this trying period. And on that note, period. This is what I had for you guys on this episode of Smarty Reacts. As you know, if you're not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button below and turn on post notifications by clicking on that notification bell too, so that you get notified each time we post new content on this channel. Make sure you leave a like, drop your comments below telling us exactly what you think, and please do not forget to stream my song Grace. I beg. You all should stream the grace. I got the grace where they call me, and it go show for me. Mama me, pray for me, yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next episode, God bless you guys. Bye bye.